Welcome to the show. Today's topic: 7 subconscious behaviors that make people ignore you. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about those little things we do without even realizing it, that might be sending the wrong message. Get ready to uncover those sneaky subconscious behaviors that might be making people tune you out. Making eye contact, it's more important than you think. You know that feeling when you're talking to someone, and their eyes are darting all over the place? It's distracting, right? It can make you feel uneasy and even question if they're interested in what you're saying. And it makes you feel like they're not really present. It's almost as if they're somewhere else entirely, not engaged in the moment with you. Eye contact is like this magical little thing that says, "Hey, I see you, I hear you, and what you have to say is important to me." It's a simple gesture, but it speaks volumes. It builds a connection, plain and simple. When you look someone in the eyes, it creates a bond, a sense of trust and understanding. Think about the people you love spending time with. They probably make you feel valued and heard. I bet they're fantastic listeners, and they make great eye contact when you're talking. This makes you feel appreciated and understood. On the flip side, when someone's avoiding your gaze, it can make you feel like you're talking to a wall. It's frustrating and can make the conversation feel one-sided. So, next time you're chatting with someone, make an effort to really look at them. Engage with your eyes and show them that you're fully present. You'd be amazed at what a difference it makes. It can transform a simple conversation into a meaningful connection. Body language speaks volumes. What's yours saying? Have you ever stopped to think about what your body language is communicating to others? Alright, let's talk about body language for a sec. It's more powerful than you might think and can often speak louder than words. When you're feeling open and receptive, you probably stand a little taller, arms relaxed, maybe even leaning in a bit. This openness invites others to engage with you. But what about when you're feeling closed off or uncomfortable? Your body language changes dramatically. You might cross your arms, hunch your shoulders, maybe even angle your body away. These actions can create a barrier between you and others. People pick up on these cues. They can sense your discomfort or openness without you saying a word. If your body is screaming, "Stay away," chances are, people will. They might not even realize why they're keeping their distance. So, how do you fix it? How can you make sure your body language is saying what you want it to say? Be mindful. Pay attention to your posture. Relax your shoulders. Uncross those arms. Small adjustments can make a big difference. And if you're really feeling it, try a little power pose before a big meeting or social event. It can boost your confidence and change how others perceive you. It sounds silly, but trust me, it works. Your body language can transform your interactions and how you feel about yourself. Interrupting a one-way ticket to Conversationville. Okay, this one's a biggie. Interrupting. You're so excited to share your thought, your story, your hilarious joke, that you just can't help but jump in before the other person is even finished speaking. But here's the thing: when we interrupt, we're essentially saying, "Hey, my thoughts are more important than yours." And that can make the other person feel pretty darn unimportant, am I right? Think about it. So, the next time you feel that urge to interrupt bubbling up, take a beat. Take a breath. Let the other person finish their thought. Trust me, it'll make the conversation much more enjoyable for everyone involved. Active listening: the secret sauce to meaningful connections. Listening is like the most important part of communication. It's about being present, engaged, and showing the other person that you genuinely care about what they have to say. Think about the people in your life who are amazing listeners. They probably make eye contact, they nod along, they ask follow-up questions. They're actively participating in the conversation, even if they're not the ones doing the talking. It makes people feel heard, understood, and valued. On the flip side, when someone's not really listening, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Take time out putting the phone down and people first. Let's be real for a second. We live in a world that's completely obsessed with technology. Phones, tablets, laptops, smartwatches that can probably predict the future by now. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, news feeds, and endless streams of information. And while technology can be amazing, it can also be a major distraction, especially when it comes to face-to-face interactions. Think about it: you're out to dinner with a friend, catching up on life, and they keep pulling out their phone to check every notification that pops up. Finding your voice, the power of vocal variety. You know how some people just have that voice, the kind of voice that draws you in, makes you want to listen, and keeps you engaged no matter what they're talking about? That voice that could make reading the dictionary sound exciting? It's not just about what they say, but how they say it. They use inflection, they vary their tone, they emphasize certain words to keep you hanging on their every word. It's like they're painting a picture with their voice. And then there are those who, bless their hearts, sound a little something like this. Use a monotone voice. Hi, how are you? It's nice to meet you. You can almost feel the energy drain from the room. When someone speaks in a monotone, it can be hard to stay engaged. It's like their words just wash over you without leaving any impact. Our brains kind of just tune out. Like, okay, this is information, but is it exciting information? Not really. It's almost like background noise. So, how do you break free from the monotone and inject some life into your voice? How do you make sure your words resonate and captivate your audience? It's all about adding some vocal variety. This means playing with the different elements of your voice. Experiment with different tones, pitches, and volumes. Don't be afraid to go high or low, loud or soft. Think about the emotions behind the words you're saying. Are you excited, sad, angry, or joyful? Let those emotions shine through. Let those emotions color your voice. When you do, your voice becomes a powerful tool that can move, inspire, and captivate your audience. Personal space. Give a little, get a little. Okay, let's talk about personal space for a second. You know, that invisible bubble we all carry around us. Some people have a big bubble, some have a small bubble, and some people's bubbles seem to expand and contract depending on the day, the mood, the alignment of the planets, who knows? But here's the thing, when we invade someone's personal space, it can be really uncomfortable. And when people feel uncomfortable, they tend to withdraw, disengage, and maybe even start looking for the nearest exit. So, how do we navigate this whole personal space thing without accidentally making someone feel trapped? It's all about being mindful and respectful of other people's boundaries. So, there you have it, folks. 7 subconscious behaviors that might be making people tune you out. The good news is that with a little bit of self-awareness and effort, we can all improve our communication skills and build stronger, more meaningful connections with the people around us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you in the next video.